Good evening. Welcome to Shine Your Light on CJUC 92.5. Happy Sunday to you all. We're well into November. It's getting colder. The dark is coming back, which is why we're here to shine our light. In the studio today, we have Mr. Bigley, which is Simon, Steve, and Alex. How are you doing, guys?
Good. Hey, Matthew.
Very good.
Hey.
Great. Thanks for having us, Matthew.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, I'm into this.
I love doing it. It's ideally... Well, there is no ideal, but I'd like to. This is here for to give just all and any performers, musicians, a bit of income and some chance to show their stuff. I got to ask though, where does Mr. Bigley come from? The name? Because someone told me it was to do with Trump.
You want to?
Sort of, yeah.
Sort of. We the Trump era was just so ridiculous. So he had said he tried to say big league. And it came out Bigley.
Yes.
Yeah, and then
everybody.
We're not Trump supporters. I think if that's where we would, there might have been some.
It's not a political thing at all. It's just it was just the word Bigley that he used that we found really amusing.
I think he said something like, "We're going to win the campaign bigly."
Yeah, we're winning bigly. We're winning bigly.
And we're all like, "Did he say bigly?"
So you're not a political band?
No, it has nothing to do with that. It was just funny. And there was a band in the 90s called Mr. Big. So how about Mr. Big Lee?
Yeah, it's good.
And that's all it is.
Yeah,
nice.
We try not to take it too seriously for that. So, not too political.
Not serious.
All right, sweet. Do you guys want to go into your first song?
Yeah, let's do that. What do we play?
It's going to be really loud in here. Really, really, really loud. This room is Bill 9x9. Is that what it is? 9x9. And there's all the gear and the studio set up. And
We got a shout out for Bill Polonsky, who's here too. Thank you, Bill.
shout out to Bill Polonsky. Hopefully we don't get too much feedback. I feel like I'm feeding back already in the vocals. We'll make it work.
Church had intense
Amazing. I feel like I'm at my own personal rock concert.
That's loud.
That sounded good.
Was that one of your own or a cover?
No, they're all original tonight.
Ah, sweet. How's this year been for you guys, musically, creatively? I saw you at Grease Fest. That was great.
Okay, I guess.
I think it's gone well. I think as things have reopened, we've had some opportunities to play. Throughout the pandemic, we kind of just kept grinding away in our little bubble here. I think it probably kept us sane in some ways.
The music.
Yeah.
It's a good way to pass time.
Slowly plugged away at songwriting, and I think we're ready to record an album now.
I was going to ask, do you guys have one, or you're in the
We've got a
process?
demo.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds half decent, but I mean, it wasn't done seriously, I guess.
Simon's got 100 hats on here. He's doing all the mixing and recording and engineering and all that.
Right. What do you mean by seriously? Like it was like a test, or?
Well, not really. There's so much. I'm not recording with software. I'm recording with hardware at home, so limited
Yeah.
mixing abilities and mastering abilities. That's for sure.
Yeah. It's great if you can do it yourself. I always found, and still find, there's like a huge leap, maybe I'm wrong, between like you're an emerging artist, but you know, if you ever try and get gigs, they ask for recordings or videos, and obviously the better these sound, the more chance you have of getting them. But then like any studio time is like thousands or hundreds of dollars. I feel like there's this huge gap in between.
Yeah.
Between just maybe playing open mics and like, you know, you can do this stuff like DIY, but at some point you need to take that leap, and that's a huge financial leap. Do you guys have that experience? Is that why you're like doing it yourself? Or?
No. I mean, I'm doing it myself because I want to learn, but I think I've come to realize I don't have the best ear for mixing.
Yeah.
Not everybody has it, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's a talent.
So I mean, some of the stuff turned out really good, and some of the stuff turned out not awful, but just sounding really different. And you know, I'm scratching my head where I went wrong, and I just can't figure it because I, like, EQ wise, I think I went the same route, but something sounds different, and I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I think the process of recording at your place so was useful just for us learning the songs. You know, when you finally record something, you're forced to make decisions about the way that part goes and this part goes. And
Yeah, the final cut when you play it live, you know, it really pays off to be working on a recording because you tighten things up and you actually get a bit more creative, and then you can present it, you know.
Yeah, and I think when you're paying by the hour in the studio, you don't fuck up, right?
Yeah. Or you do.
know?
I think I'd fuck up more, I think.
There's money on the line, you know.
Yeah.
The
little
you
more
screw
pressure,
up, the
too.
more it costs you.
those mistakes are expensive.
Yeah. Also having you know, a different ear on the production side and different ideas. You know, we don't have that right now, and we're just a 3-piece.
Yeah.
So, you know, it'd be really nice to have somebody else do it for sure.
Is that the plan, to go into a studio with this?
Absolutely.
Sweet.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we were
And applying for a grant too. And in order to apply for a grant, I don't know if you've seen the recording grant applications, but
No, I don't.
they want a demo, which is fine. But they also want to know, where are you recording? How much is it going to cost?
budgets and marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know, how much you giving me, right?
Yeah. It's a whole other skill again. It's like Bob Hamilton was here a couple of weeks ago, and he was saying how much it's all changed, because now you need to do everything. You need to promote, you need to market, you need to like do budgets, it seems, as a musician. It's no longer maybe about whether you can write or play. It's like all this other stuff.
Yeah.
The package.
I actually asked Patrick to record us. He's yet to get back. Patrick, if you're listening,
Do it.
you know, man, that kid's got a wicked ear and a wicked mind, and we're old.
Sweet.
So,
Well, hopefully
you
he's
know,
listening.
it'd be nice to add some flavor to what we're doing. And
Yeah. Nice.
We're not that old.
sorry, I meant Steve's
Who's
old.
the royal we?
You want to do your second song?
Yeah, let's do another song.
Sure.
What are we playing?
You want to do Elvis time?
Elvis time.
Sure.
Do you want to give them a brief what that's about?
Elvis time. It's about vaguely about a trip to Ross River. I don't know when it was, maybe like 15 years ago, where I went with Rick Sword to play with Elvis, and halfway through the first set, we were told we had to fire Elvis. So we were just backing him up, and then we weren't even playing with him anymore, and it was kind of, it was very awkward.
Wait, what do you mean you had to fire him? Like in the middle of the show?
Well, the locals in Ross weren't into listening to. They wanted to dance and listen to, rock and roll. Not listening to local Elvis. And when there's paying customers in the bar, the bar manager's got to make a decision, I guess.
Yeah. What did you do? Just slowly turn him down?
No, there was a conversation said, "You're done," I think. And Elvis said, "Rick Sword, never again."
Nice, okay.
So, yeah, this is it. Called Elvis time. One, two, three, four. Compass points Ross River in a blizzard in and out. Compass points Ross River in a blizzard in and out. Past the lofty canyon in a blazer frosty nose. On the wheel and do case, my eyes are on the road in my line. Elvis time. Once the king of Tagish, nearly jester now in Ross. Once the king of Tagish, nearly jester now in Ross. Once the bling was lavish, tattered jumpsuits at a loss. On the wheel and jukes, my eyes are on the road in my line. Elvis time. On the wheel and jukes, my eyes are on the road in my line. Elvis time. Heading home on Richard. Fired Elvis on my mind. Heading home on Richard. Fired Elvis on my mind. Elvis looks at Richard, says, "Rick Sword, never again." Heading home on Richard, the radio playing, "Oh, where's on my mind?" Elvis time.
Nice. We have Mr. Bigley here on Shine Your Light, and we're here every Sunday at 7 o'clock until 8 o'clock. Next week we got Local Boy. The week after that we got Lonnie Powell and Dave Haddock. And then the week after that, I can't remember. I need to check the calendar, but 2 weeks in advance. That's fair enough. Great to have you guys here.
Great to be here.
Have you ever played local radio before? Or any radio?
Never.
Never, never.
No.
Not live. Oh, you said you
I barely
pre-recorded.
listen to the radio.
This is radio.
We had a show way back when that was on the radio. But we've had a few of those where people have recorded and then put it on the radio. Not in studio. I've never been in a radio studio.
No, this is new experience. Pretty cool.
Collectively here.
There's a little bit of a feel here. It's kind of neat.
What is the feel?
Well, there's not a bunch of people staring at you and going woo or whatever.
I could do it. Me and Bill.
Looking at the interviewer and
It's just like having a jam, no audience.
Jam. Yeah.
Actually, no, it's just like playing a gig, no audience.
Yeah, that's
A gig from the past.
I feel pretty comfortable in here.
Me too.
It's hot.
With the river.
I've been told I have a face for radio, so
Perfect.
there you go.
We found you.
Steve was
niche.
slow with the rim shot there.
Yes, and we're used to.
Let's try that again.
Let's try it again. Okay.
I've been told I have a face for radio. Much better.
Would you guys also classify yourselves as a comedy act?
Tonight we are.
There's elements to that. I mean, we can't take ourselves too seriously.
I will say one thing though, like these guys have been looking at us like they're feeling really uncomfortable, and we clearly told them Mr. Bigley plays in the nude, and that's the way it is. And they've been looking at the wall the whole time, and it's like, guys, we're over here, we're playing,
Yeah. Well, my eyes just wander south. It's hard.
El fresco.
Well, the strategically hanging guitars and no cameras tonight, so we're pulling it off.
Yeah, no hot lights and all those people and
It's not as
cheering
cold
you
as
on
it would be
and
in here, so
just some walls and some cool dudes.
That's why we turn the heating up, so everyone eventually loses items of. Anyway, third song.
yeah.
All right.
you want to do Bungee?
Sure.
I
Fat
guess we're
Jimmy
gonna do
or-
Bungee.
Gonna do bungee.
That means you started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
She left me on Monday morning, left me sinking like a stone, licking my wound, seeking pity, like a dog without a bone.
drinking, thinking this time it could last. Maybe this time I'll stop drinking, mend my broken heart real fast. She's like a bungee on elastic band, or a boomerang. She's like a yo-yo in my hand. She's like a bungee on elastic band, or a boomerang. She's like a yo-yo in my hand. Like a bungee, like a bungee. She's like a bungee, like a bungee.
Amazing. This is definitely the busiest we've ever been up here in the CJUC cabin. We can barely move. What's the dream for you guys with Mr. Bigley?
Well, that's a really good question.
Oh, thanks.
What's the dream, Steve?
Dream sequence? Dream would be, I think, for us at this point to get a CD done and play. We want to play. That's the funnest point of being in a band, I think, is performing.
Yeah.
So hopefully, upon completion, we can tour a little bit.
Tour like outside of the Yukon?
Sure, why not? A little bit if we can manage it. It'd be nice.
Yeah.
But definitely in town first. Let's get Whitehorse going first.
I think we do this for ourselves more than anything, personally, right? We're talking about
It's therapy for our day jobs.
Did you say you played in Nanaimo, so you've toured before, like outside the
We
Yukon?
have,
Yeah.
with our other band.
All right.
We
okay.
were Meet the Vegans before.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, where's been your best gig? Would you say you played? Or most memorable?
The 202 had some good shows.
You supported Animal Warfare Act recently, didn't you?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's right.
That was a
interesting.
good one.
We might have been a little bit older than the median age of the crowd there, I think. But it was a really good night. It was
It's a good crowd.
Yeah.
Good feedback from the
Yeah.
people that were attending the show. So that's always
There
good.
was some bad feedback too. We had a paper mache full of cheese slices.
What?
What's it called? Oh, a piñata.
pinata. Yes.
And
It was a birthday celebration, or it was like a birthday celebration.
and some of the use of that American cheese was, well,
Someone smashed the pinata.
yes,
Full of American cheese.
full of American cheese.
There was cheese flying around the two.
Yes, and then there was a bit of cheese everywhere.
cheese anger.
Yes.
People were cheesed off.
Rolly did not appreciate the cheese
like the
piñata.
cheese.
I can imagine.
No, I think it was a nice snack, maybe for people who'd had many.
Can't help absorb some of that
Yeah.
alcohol.
But
It's good.
Hindsight, we would put crackers in there too.
Yeah.
Then it would have been perfect.
Crumbs all over the floor, though. So
Yeah.
Rolly didn't like that either.
Grapes. No, because they'd get crushed.
It's a lose-lose situation.
The grapes
Yes.
of wrath.
But we got a good kick out of it.
Yeah. Well, is the pinata like a common thing you guys do?
No,
Or do you-
no, it's
just,
not. It's
just the one-off.
Yeah. Yeah. So that night with the Animal Warfare Act was their going away. So Mance was on and his brother were on their way to Toronto. So the theme was child's birthday party. So yeah, we contributed with the pinata.
The theme was child's birthday party.
Child's birthday, yeah. So they're party hats and balloons and
You know,
decorations.
that's interesting. 'Cause they asked me and my mate to support them first. I think only hearing one song, which is like maybe the best song we've got. And they might have heard other songs. I thought it was like skeptical because we're like kind of folk rap with the sound is nowhere near as like complete or like as loud as this. And I was like, do they know what we sound like? And then months went by, and then I saw a poster. And then it was Animal Warfare Act and Mr. Bigley. I was like, oh, we're dropped. I was looking forward to that gig. But I found out on a poster in like Big Bear or something.
Oops.
Oh,
But
nice to have you.
no hard feelings. But yeah.
Three shows is always nice in one night.
They
three
probably
different
heard
acts.
that, we can attract crowds of upwards of 17 people. And
Upwards.
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 17 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're
wouldn't have-
comfortable playing in front of like one. So, hey.
We wouldn't have brought a pinata, so.
Yes, the pinata stole the show.
Okay, you guys like to go and do another?
Sure. Well, this song is the whole reason there was a cheese pinata. It's called American cheese.
Was the cheese in packets or was it just loose
They
cheese?
were
No.
individually wrapped.
Yeah.
Slices.
Craft
It
singles.
was COVID safe.
Were they brand name craft singles?
They were President's Choice. No,
Okay.
the yellow label.
No name?
No name.
The no name craft singles.
Yeah.
You know?
But they were
Band's budget, save a couple ducats, you know?
they were thicker than usual. I think there was some value to that cheese.
Very glossy.
Oh,
Very
glossy
glossy.
cheese.
So this song's about everything American or not American. It's not political at all. It's just, yeah. You'll hear the words and you'll know why.
Ready? No. 1, 2, 3, 4.
American Jesus, American Neil Young, American pizza, American ding dong, American sausage, American ketchup, American taco, American salsa, American heat, American freeze, American English, American cheese. American football, American ninja, American eagle, American Gretzky, American rise, American fall, American dream, American wall, American Honda, American Mazda, American Volks, for American folks. American Cairo, American Baghdad, American Lebanon, American Nazareth, American Bethlehem, American Palestine, American Damascus, American Mecca, American Hebron, American Lebron, American Jordan, American Abdul-Jabbar. American cheese. 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 American cheese.
Nice. I thought you were saying,
Fromage alert.
for a minute, I thought you were doing American Dreams, and then I woke back up and I was like, oh no, they're saying
It
cheese.
was the pinata.
See, you fell asleep.
We all dream of American.
That's why there's
Pinata.
only 17 people at
I
our
did,
shows.
Literally, yeah.
You're just waking up.
Speaking of, the border's opening up soon, I hear. November, the land border.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
so
think.
we can get fresh American cheese like that day
Yes.
from
Within a day.
So,
We played Skagway.
we did play Skagway. That's
Yeah.
There you go, there's your international tour.
We don't have what are they, green cards
A work
whatnot,
visa.
or work visas.
we were special guests.
We were
At jam night.
yes, they created a jam night and we were the special guests. So basically, we paid for liquor and rooms.
Oh, yeah. And it was.
Did you play that song?
I know it was not written.
Yeah, we weren't there yet. But yeah, those are the Meet the Vegans days.
Yeah.
Do you think that song? How would you think they would receive that song in the US of A?
I think with a good explanation of it, you know,
Can we hear the
it's
explanation? 'Cause
basically. I mean, you know, there's here American sausage, right? What the Americans consider. You say sausage down the state, it's ground pork.
yeah.
But we think sausage, well, it's got to be in a casing, and you know what I mean? Ketchup. American ketchup, the biggest condiment in the U.S. is actually, a Japanese sauce, I do believe, pronounced like katsup. And there was like fish sauce in there and stuff, and then they bastardized it and made it like the number one condiment in the world. Yeah.
A lot of folks
American
think-
cheese, what they consider
I know.
cheese. I mean, not to say that there's not great cheese in the U.S., but what they call American cheese,
Yeah,
is, something
American
different.
Gretzky.
American Gretzky,
American
American Neil
Neil
Young,
Young.
both
That's a big
U.S.
one.
citizens now. American Jesus, I think he's a U.S. citizen now. As far as the American Honda, Mazda. I mean, there's Japanese car factories in the U.S. So they're U.S.-made Japanese cars, and all the Middle East cities or countries, whatnot, Cairo, Baghdad,
Those
Lebanon,
cities,
Nazareth,
yeah.
Bethlehem. They're all cities in the
America.
U.S.
and there's a Yukon as well in Oklahoma. Apparently,
There is.
I saw that.
There
yeah.
is. Yukon, Oklahoma.
Yes. So
We gotta make friends with them.
Yeah, maybe we could play a show there.
Sister City.
from the Yukon,
You should
No,
just.
playing from.
They're from Yukon.
Oh.
From the Yukon.
Yes, we're from the Yukon. We should be special guests.
You should just find out how many places called Yukon around the world and do a Yukon tour.
We're just touring places called Yukon.
Yukon, Oklahoma.
Yeah,
Oklahoma.
and back.
We do shows in Tulsa.
Oklahoma. Yeah, interesting. Go see a college football game.
There you go.
So this is our second season of Shine Your Light. I should say after this show, well, we're about halfway through. You listen to Shine Your Light, as I keep saying. How many times can I say Shine Your Light? Listen to Mr. Bigley. My name is Toots. After this show at 8 o'clock, Bill, am I correct in saying, is replaying recordings from Grease Fest, which was recorded 2 weeks ago.
I'm playing a full set of Beverly, and I'm playing a full set of what else?
The Bleeders?
No,
No, not the Bleeders. Beverly.
Clout
Game.
Game, and then I'm going to play Garbage Man's new album.
Sweet. Awesome.
Very nice.
And that show
There
is
was a
called
lot of good acts there,
Strange
man.
Things
It was
Done.
awesome. It really
There's
was.
so much talent in way worse. Well, in the Yukon.
Mostly in my house.
Mostly.
It was a good festival.
Yeah, it was great.
People came together and they had a good time.
People moshing to you guys.
Yes, there were
Was there?
rappers, hip hoppers,
I think there was a bit of
beatboxers.
moshing. I mean, moshing varies in levels. There was heavy moshing to John from Dawson, the rap artist.
Yes.
Like this guy was like
Stosh is
too much for me. I was like,
That was my takeaway, is how good John from Dawson was.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's well good.
I was way in the back, and my eyesight's not that good, but I wasn't sure if he was 20 or 60.
I know what you mean, but I think he's 20.
He's 20,
Ish.
okay.
You know, he's more on that side than the 60
Sorry,
side.
John from Dawson.
I could definitely relate to the expensive bandwidth song, the Northwest Hell song.
Oh yeah, that was really good.
Appreciated that.
Yeah.
That really,
The
Yeah.
internet song. Yeah.
really hit home.
And there was, who else? Was it Victoria Parker?
Yeah.
Blew my mind.
Yeah.
That was awesome, man.
There was some sound issues with that. 'Cause I was supposed to be emceeing that stage. I say supposed to be. I was emceeing that stage. Just didn't do a particularly good job. But yeah, her like she had a really bad sound issue going on.
There was, a chunky cable issue, I think.
Yeah. But yeah,
Chunky cable.
Yeah, bad cord.
I don't know what that
song.
means.
And they
Yeah.
kept trying to adjust it instead of replacing it.
Oh, those
Don't
bastards.
Jumpy.
You know, if you ever replaced
Cable.
who gave you a guitar.
That was Aiden. I broke a string, first song,
First song, and I
and
thought this could go south.
and I've been playing with these guys for 10 years. 10 years.
Yeah.
Well, with Steve for about 20, but with Alex for 10, and I've never ever broken a string, and it happened.
First song.
First song.
First song.
And there was Aiden with a spare guitar.
Yes.
Simon looked at me with his broken string, and he said, like, look at me, I got a broken string, and I'm playing the drums, and I'm going like, not much I can do with my eyes.
Yeah.
Play through it.
Very expressive eyes.
I broke the string. I went, Jesus Christ! And there was Aiden with the guitar.
Yes.
Huh?
Thanks, Aiden.
Nice timing, Aiden.
Yeah.
The Lord was listening.
I like that communicating you tried to do, like between, like when in the middle of a song. You just like a whole series of head nods and like eyebrow movements. Like,
It's like, I hope we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Don't stop. Don't stop.
yeah.
Keep it going. Making up a new solo, that's all.
What are you? Where are we at? Fourth song, fifth song? Doesn't matter. What song have you got for us
I'm
next?
not sure.
We got about 20 minutes on the clock here.
Okay. Let's see. What do we have? How about?
This is a long list of songs. I can see the back of your paper. These are all this 3-column page. They're all songs.
No. Those are.
What am I looking at?
Because
here?
I just last night rewrote some lyrics.
Oh, these are lyric,
for
right?
American Cheese. Yeah.
Okay, right. I
I
was
added the
wondering.
ding dong in there.
I heard
I had not heard that.
I heard the ding dong.
Everywhere else in the world, it's the doorbell.
This,
Yeah.
I can ding dong.
In the U.S., it's 1,400 calories of sweet goodness.
1,400.
there we go.
I'll have these guys trained for next time.
We got to get past the cheese.
If we want to work with the Ramada someday, or on a cruise ship, we're gonna,
Yeah. This 20 minutes is dedicated to your cruise ship gig.
Make it a longer song, maybe.
Yeah. This next one's called Sweet Liquor. Pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? My margarita rocks in a sea of lime. I'm so happy to see you. Please stay for a shake this time. I can bust out the ninja if you're into the slush. I got lots of tequila. I drink like
like a lush. Saint Margarito, goddess, old friend of mine. Great whiskey bottle, I'm so glad to see you again. You've been running full throttle, pushing that cola to rim. We can shoot it down neat and get out of our minds, or dirty Manhattans, whichever is this time. Oh, whiskey bottle, my buddy, my pal, my friend. I'm falling drunk on the floor. Sweet liquor, I want some more. Vodka, my comrade, Nostrovia drug, my love. You're so pure and angelic, I swear you were sent from above. We can shoot it down neat and get out of our minds, or sloppy martinis with olives this time. Oh, vodka bottle, Nostrovia drug, my love. I'm falling drunk on the floor. Sweet liquor, I want some more. I'm falling drunk on the floor. Sweet liquor, I want some more. Some more. Some more. Some more.
That was a gunshot at the end there.
We debated whether we would do the rock and roll ending, or just like ring it out there. So that's probably the right choice.
Yes, yes.
You made the right decision.
Keep it a bit neater.
We're
tidy.
so crowded in here that during Simon's guitar solo, he had to open the door.
That's how I my
Because his amp is
my
out in
amp's
the hallway.
not actually in the room; it's in the hall. So instead of a volume pedal, what
You have a
do is
door.
You got a door pedal, right? So you open the door more, and you get a bit more volume on your solos.
Yeah. So you open it full.
Or he
Yeah.
farted.
What?
What? That's rude. We're on the air, Steve.
Okay.
Jeez.
It's a small room in here.
Live radio?
Just a fart. Simon swore. all
Can't
day.
go an hour without talking about flatulence.
Sorry, it
Is
happens
that
when
one
you
of
get
George
older.
Carlin's 7 words?
I know my son's laughing right now. So.
He probably is.
I did that.
said fart.
Yes. No, we all said fart.
See, got you all going.
I follow you guys on Facebook, and I'm pretty impressed by how well traveled you are. Because I saw you guys at the pyramids. I saw you in North Korea.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
We get around.
Yes.
How is Kim Jong? Is it Un or Il? Which is it?
It's Jong-un.
It's Jong Un.
He's
Kim
a nice
Jong-un.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really loves American movies.
Yeah.
We watched them.
We met Dennis Rodman, too.
absolutely. Good friend of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's misunderstood.
He is misunderstood.
He can still reject me when I try to shoot the basketball.
Yeah, he's a pretty tall dude.
Wait, are we talking about Kim Jong or who? Dennis Rodman?
Dennis Rodman, not Kim Jong. You could block him.
But they kind of go together. I don't know if I could block Jong-un.
They're having a bromance.
You're not allowed to block Jong-un. He goes to the hole. It's okay.
You'll be dead. One block in your life.
Here's the section of the show where we fill it with inane questions I've got. Are you ready for some inane questions?
Sure.
All right. They're not that inane. Well, it depends. What's the best advice you've ever received? Or what's the best advice you could give to, maybe a up-and-coming musician, artist, creative type?
Well, I think it was a few weeks back when Aiden reminded me I should bring a fucking second guitar to a show. Thanks, Aiden. Best advice ever.
2 guitars, guitar players, 2.
Or at least some strings.
Yeah.
Bring the guitar.
I would advise people to stick with it because you're going to get better. Really, that's just keep trying.
Is that hard? Is that solid true? You're going to get better?
If you want to get better, you'll get better.
Yeah.
And it's a matter of muscle memory and time.
Yeah.
And
Or your ears will just get used to you sounding bad. But either way, it's better.
It's always better.
that's okay if you have lots of friends you can bring out who will buy beer because then you'll be popular.
Yes.
Regardless.
Be popular with your friends, at least. That's all you need in life.
Well, it's easy enough in Whitehorse because I feel like you could fill a gig with, everyone knows each other, so...
That's right. It's like a party.
Yeah.
And suddenly you're actually pretty good, and you practice a bit more, then you go and play somewhere else where they don't know you.
And then I think you could trick yourself into Whitehorse believing, we can draw a crowd, and then you go somewhere and
Yeah. Oh, no, they work here. Oh. Jeez.
Yeah, the staff at the 202 has seen a lot of our shows. I think.
They're well rehearsed.
But I think Whitehorse is a place where all the musicians are quite supportive. I don't think we're doing the crap bucket thing. I think we like to help each other out, so that's positive.
Yeah, there's a good
that's
scene
how it
here.
is.
There's a good scene for regular bands, high school, rock and roll, folk, every genre. It's great up here. So
I know there was a time where a lot of people, I didn't know people, and a lot of musicians made me feel welcome and like I was part of the community through music. So I think that's the thing that happens.
Do you think it's unique up here? I've got nothing to compare it to because my sort of musical life has pretty much only been up here in the past 2-3 years. You think it's like a unique scene, that cultivates,
well, we had Grease Fest. So, that's kind of unique for this time.
Yeah, it's secluded, right? So I'm sure, I've never been there, but I'm sure there's a killer scene in Yellowknife.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a killer scene in Nunavut,
Yeah.
Per capita, though, we're punching above our weight in terms of the amount of quality musicians that just all of us, that any of us know personally.
Yeah, there's good facilities here, too.
There's support. And
Art centers.
Yeah.
A lot of music.
A lot of music.
Rotary Music Fest. There's lots of promotion of music up here for kids. All sorts of stuff going on in Whitehorse and in the Yukon regards music for all ages. It's great.
Is there one festival up here that you haven't played yet that you'd really love to play?
maybe Dawson, eh? We haven't done
Dawson City Music Festival.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah. The Pit. Have you guys played in the Pit?
Long drive.
Just for yeah. Just for a beer in the Pit.
Well, that's a classic place up there for sure.
I think you guys would go down really well in the
That'd be
Pit.
fun. That would be a fun trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys ever do play in the Pit, I'd love to support you as Bonche.
Excellent.
I'm just plugging myself.
A crowd of 18 all of a sudden.
Yeah. Well, there's 2 of us, so we're gonna make 19.
We might get 25 or
You got to start charging now.
We got 10 minutes left. You could play a song, have a little chat, play another song. You guys got 2 left in your
Oh, you got
repertoire.
one left.
Let's do one more.
All right, sweet.
Right.
Fat Jimmy.
cocaine. Fat Jimmy weighs 80 pounds soaking wet, don't know where he got the name. Fat Jimmy got a musical collection, a selection of broken dreams. Fat Jimmy gets a follicle erection every time a junkie screams. Need a line, go and see Fat Jimmy. Give and take, money making. Give and take, all of Fat Jimmy's gun shop. Happy Joe runs a Hotel Arizona on the corner of 5th and Main. Happy Joe is a miserable loner, got a girl married to his fame. Happy Joe got the TVs from the lobby and headed on up the street. Fat Jimmy was happy to see happy, gave him $22 a piece. Need a line, go and see Fat Jimmy. Give and take it. Money making, give and take it. All of that gun shop. Long Tall Paul was a hero to us all when he came back from Desert Fox. Long Tall Paul can feel the bugs crawl, sold his medals for a couple rocks. Fat Jimmy says, Paul, here's a skinny, you ain't never gonna get him back. Long Tall Paul grabbed the rifle from the wall and headed on round the back. It's my muscle time to die, Fat Jimmy. It's my muscle time to die. Give and take it, money making. Give and take it, all of that Jimmy's gun shop. Give and take it, money making. Give and take it, all of that Jimmy's gun shop.
Nice. Who's Fat Jimmy? Who or what is Fat Jimmy?
Yeah, that's a good question.
It's just some fictional pawn shop owner who, yeah.
Loosely based on her in real life.
No, not really. Not at all. I mean, let's face it, there's a lot of musicians out there who run into problems and have to pawn their instruments, right?
When you write songs, are they largely like fictional, like you create like narratives and storylines, or are they mostly based on your own experiences?
I don't know. Both?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no hard and fast rule to that.
No.
Because I always
not.
struggle like that. Like you've created a character. Like for me, songwriting, I can't do that. I can't
Yeah, it's
write.
just a sleazy pawn shop owner, right? Who takes advantage of people down on their luck.
Yeah.
You know, on one side he's just running a business, but there's a dirty side to the business, and it doesn't end well for Fat Jimmy in the end. But
Yeah.
Heart attack.
that's purely no. There was a gunshot wound to the head. But
It's like a heart attack.
yeah, some of them are personal. Some of them are just, if it makes me laugh, I'm good with that.
Are you the principal songwriter,
Yeah.
Simon? Have you guys ever tried writing a song?
Lyrics wise,
Yeah.
no, I think Alex and I kind of focus more on music composition.
Mm-hmm.
So we we jam a lot of stuff out, and that's how we can get a lot of our grooves going. It's just by jamming, and we keep things.
Yeah, we'll kind of come up with grooves and bounce riffs off each other and built an arrangement, and yeah, Simon will usually bring the lyrics to it, and whatever his vision of that might be.
It's actually pretty easy.
We've been at it a long time though, the three of us.
Yeah, like 10 years.
Yeah.
Playing 10 years together.
10 years.
So, yeah,
But I never sang in my life, and well, you could tell there's a reason why, right? But I was, it was just kind of forced upon me. If we're gonna keep going, we looked for singers, but there was, I don't know, never anybody who.
It's a match, you got to have a good match personality-wise too.
That's what I realized.
Yeah, and
actually.
it's hard to. Yeah, after playing 5 years with Mike, it was hard to bring somebody else into the fold.
Yeah.
But we tried.
We did.
And we're still open to other
like-
musicians and stuff. We like
Absolutely.
jamming, Yeah.
You held auditions and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
looking
that
for
sort
a
of-
keyboard player. Anybody out there?
No, more informal meetings. Formal meetings were very informal, you might say. Like, come to the jam, let's hear you sing.
Yeah. Yeah, we had fun playing. We had one guy, and we were playing a lot of covers, and it was great. But we don't really want to. I definitely don't want to play covers.
Other than for fun,
Yeah.
within the set. They're
I mean,
fun.
they serve a purpose. They fill in slots when you're getting paid to play a show, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd have much more satisfaction playing.
It's more rewarding.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And when you said goals and with the band, that I think that for me, that's it. Just record. Man, if we could have 100 run of vinyl pressing, that'd be out of this world.
Do you have somewhere right now people can find your music? Is it online anywhere?
No, I don't know. Alex handles that.
Yeah, I mean, we have a Facebook page, so that's just Facebook/Mr. Bigley, and honestly, that page is a lot of memes right now. We just try to be goofy and provide some kind of...
It's a hell of a lot of memes, but I'm into it.
Yeah. Until we get this album recorded properly and
We might as well have a laugh.
yeah. But we're going to put songs from the demo onto the YouTube. That way we could post them on the Facebook page, right?
Yeah. You could take the recording of this show, if it's any good,
Yeah.
and then use
If it's
that.
any good.
Well, I mean, it sounds good for where I'm sat.
Yeah.
Sounds good for my
There's
set.
at least 17 people listening right now.
17, 18, and we start charging.
We never know. Yeah. We
in this room.
never know how many people are listening to Shine Your Light. 10 seconds. All right. Thanks, Mr. Bigley. Thanks for coming in and playing.
on. Thanks
You need
for
to
having
Shine Your
us,
Light.
man.
Stay
Thanks.
tuned for... Yes,
Thanks,
stay tuned
Bill.
for Bill's show.